Hello. Been a while. How are you? You can't answer that because it's a podcast. It's the Wolves Don't Sleep podcast. And we're back. It's changed. We're going to do less structure-y things and more talk bullshit for an hour things. Steve let me do the new intro. How do you think it's going? Again, can't answer that part. Still a podcast. This is now my 68th take, and I think I'm finally getting somewhere. So, with that being said, let's get on with it. The new Wolves Don't Sleep podcast.
Right, okay, rolling. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Wolves Don't Sleep podcast. It's lockdown.
Wow!
It's been a while.
It's lockdown 3 or 4 or 2, depending on which part of the country you live in, which country you live in, and also depending on your views of what a lockdown consists of. Why are we back? Well, it's lockdown again, and it's illegal for us to actually spend time together. So here we are. We've actually been sat here for quite a fucking long time now, just talking shit.
Yeah.
And we're just like, we should probably record some of this.
We should probably record this.
Before we use up all the good conversations.
Exactly. We are waiting on Dan, so Dan will hopefully bring in a lot of fresh conversations as well.
To emphasize, Daniel P. Bradley.
Daniel R. Bradley.
His middle name is whatever the fuck I say it is, all right?
Is he taking over Theodore?
We don't use that word anymore. That is a banned word for legal reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, honestly, I was on like Twitter the other day, and like a joke came up about Bullet for My Valentine. I was like, one of my pals just tweeted about Bullet for My Valentine, and I responded to it just like, oh no, it was about from that album they did that was shit, and what was it? Temper, that shit album.
God, yeah.
And it had the best song ever written by them, which was Tears Don't Fall Part 2, where it's basically the same as Tears Don't Fall 1, but they just changed the key and the lyrics.
Yeah.
So I commented, and I was just like, oh yeah, they just changed the key and the lyrics, fucking geniuses. And then the response was obviously just like, about something I'm not able to discuss. And I was just like, I really want to be fucking witty here. Like, but I just tweet about it, just like, for legal reasons, I can't make a joke. And that was funnier than anything I probably could have come up with on my own. Like it's funnier me going, I actually can't discuss anything to do with this, which is just fucking jokes. Which is hilarious that we have legal issues for a band that have like just over 1,000 followers on fucking Facebook.
Yeah.
Welcome to the music industry, kids. Yeah, exactly. So,
he needs a soundboard. We've got Connor, man. Connor's the best soundboard.
I am the soundboard.
Connor's fun. He's snapped. He's become that bloke from Police Academy.
Mate,
yeah, he's just not seen anyone in that long. He's just started making noises to himself. This is Connor on a regular daily basis.
For those of you who are Zoomers, who are not aware of the Police Academy films, they were released in the 1980s. I've never seen them, but I'm aware of them because that's a pop culture reference. There was a man. Okay, the films centre around a group of people going to the police academy in America. As you can assume, it's about becoming a policeman, which apparently in the 80s they had way more training in America for police than they do now, where it's like an hour.
Than absolute zero is more.
Yeah.
And then apparently there's like 6 of these fucking films. I don't know, there's a lot of them. But there was this one man who was like super popular as a character because he was like a human fucking soundboard. Google it. Look it up.
Have a fun afternoon.
Anyway,
back to
us dirty millennials talking about millennial problems. Like how I can't buy a house and capitalism.
Yeah. Don't even get me started. Too early the night for that.
I mean, I still do, like, as soon as I have a deposit saved, wow, adult talk already on my second glass of wine. Yes, I'm on the wine. Yes.
Steve, we're just that old now. That's the problem.
We are just old, mate.
I'm not. No, I refuse to accept that I'm old. Like, I just refuse.
I've been old since I was like 13. So
yeah, that's a you problem. I just get better with age. I'm like a fine
See,
whiskey.
I decided today that I am already 30 and I'm going to be 30 for the rest of my life because 30 seems like a reasonable age.
Oh, like
I'm feeling mid to late 50s.
Have I not told you my plan? Have I not told you my plan for this year?
No, well, yeah, go on.
Well, obviously, I'm 27 right now.
Yeah.
If I die within the next month, less than a month,
We are in the middle of a global pandemic.
I mean, I've come pretty fucking well so far. Obviously, my birthday is next month. This podcast was recorded on the 6th of February, 2021. Obviously, my birthday is next month. And if I don't somehow die and join the 27 Club, obviously, that'd be cool as shit.
I mean, in some ways it would, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, minus the dying part.
Minus me dying. But at least you could use my death as like a PR campaign.
I mean, we absolutely would. Don't worry.
I've got it in writing. I'm fully okay with the boys using my death.
Is that in your legal will?
I mean, I should probably get a will written.
We should get that.
I wish for the boys of Wolves Don't Sleep to use my death as a literal PR campaign.
I mean, I have thought about what my will would consist of at the moment, and it's pretty fucking joke.
That's a conversation.
I can imagine no less from you, mate.
No, it's literally the will will consist of like 2 sentences, and it's just like, cool. Give everything to Connor. He'll know how to divvy it out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's it. Like, that's my entire. That's my entire.
Hold.
Diamond hands.
Hello.
Dan.
He's here.
We're recording, by the way. Please remember that.
You are live on the internet.
Yeah,
I've got a lot of things I need to say.
Steve, get the bleep machine out.
Oh, fuck me.
Yep. You're gonna have a lot of
you can say them, Dan. We're not going to censor much of it.
Yeah, you can just talk because I will go through an edit anyways. Bless.
Slight bits of it, yeah.
I will be careful. I'm all good.
And that's our intro right there. I will be careful.
Cool. Yeah, we were just discussing the Police Academy films and also my Will and Testament.
Your Will and Testament?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you becoming a Mormon?
No, it's if I die.
Oh.
But yeah, so my plan is, right, one assumes that I'm not going to die before I turn 28. So I can't join the 27 Club because what's going to kill me?
Yeah, that's less than a month now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So what realistically is going to kill me? I work from home. I leave the house like once a week. Like, there's the statistics of me getting fucking killed are pretty fucking low. So my plan is, as soon as I turn 28, I'm going full Rolling Stones on it. I'm gonna like be like Keith Richards and become like
invincible.
I
can fully believe it.
Like,
can we please write your autobiography?
Yes.
Steve, you are the most likely to live the shortest out of all of us, but also the longest.
Yeah,
I fully believe that.
It's going to be one or the other.
Yeah, like I'm either going to go out in a complete blaze of glory, or I'm going to be like the fucking Rolling Stones and just don't die.
Yeah,
like there is no in between. Like, because there is nothing about my lifestyle that is remotely mediocre, apart from like the past year, because I'm not allowed to do anything.
Yeah,
he says
despite the like being.
Go on.
I was going to say, despite the being like forcefully locked in your own house for most of it.
Yeah, and I haven't like thought about offing myself. So like
how do you feel like the 27 Club would have gone if there hadn't been a global pandemic?
That's the thing, because last year we would have had Slam Dunk, which is a 24-hour session. Then there was some heavy bands on that lineup as well. Yeah. Having to get through Kubla not fucking Kubla Khan. Fucking because Kubla Khan was the year before.
It was straight from the path counterparts.
No, straight
your
counterparts. Your demise. The Wonder Years do their first record in full, which I would have gone in for, and then just surviving the night out afterwards. Because the last time I was in Leeds for Slam Dunk, I lost Ramsey for 5 hours, and I didn't get back to the hotel till 5:30 in the morning.
I mean, that's pretty good for Ramsey. Only 5 hours.
Look,
I've started.
I love that.
I mean, for a man who's measured to have been missing in days.
Yeah.
I've started writing your autobiography already. By the way,
I love it.
It's called Steev in Bondage: A Tale of Cigarettes and Masturbating.
All right, so we actually have some things to go over first as part of he says burping wine.
Smooth.
Bing wanted to join us tonight, but he is not feeling very well, so he is giving this one a miss.
Yeah.
Just in case you missed him.
In case you want to know where Big is, we haven't fired him. We still have a bassist. He hasn't quit. We still have a bassist.
He also doesn't have the Rona.
He also doesn't have the Rona.
Yes.
He's just apparently allergic to actual Iron Brew, not Iron Brew Extra. In case you want to sponsor us, Iron Brew, we fucking love your products.
I would just die of happiness.
But he's just having he's had a bit of a turn, so he's having an early night. And
he's being a sensible person and looking after himself.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's why Bing's not here. He would love to be here, but yeah. Anyway, so
we should have got Dan. We should have got Dan to record some some words.
Well, just slot them in.
Slot them in, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Some sound bites.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen him? Has anyone seen The US Office?
No.
There's a scene in it where it's just like, oh, I'm being really efficient with my life now. And let's just record some sound bites so you can drop them in later. Wow, this person has got him or herself into a predicament.
Bro, I might do that at work. That would 100% save me so much time. But yeah, so yeah, we've got some things to go over, which are like semi-structured, because one, we have to discuss some form of music news, which is like super important, and two, I basically got drunk last night. Shocker. I went on Instagram and was just like, yo, send us some questions for the podcast, and we actually got some questions, so we're going to answer them.
Sick.
Oh, nice.
So we'll start with the heavy news first. Obviously, Connor, Alex, you're aware. Dan, you're probably not, because you don't exist on this ethereal plane.
Oh no! Which one of us has come out this time? Like the BBC?
It's surprisingly not a nonce.
I mean, technically, it's still somehow my fault, because I look like this person sometimes, apparently, according to YouTube comments. Even though
Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, it's the Marilyn Manson.
How did you know?
Man's been cancelled a little bit, hasn't he?
That's my mum's nickname for him.
I mean,
what do you mean you've been cancelled?
Unlike
Marilyn Manson.
Unlike the actual Marilyn Manson, I have not been cancelled for beating up my ex-girlfriend or whatever the fuck it was. Basically, Marilyn Manson turns out to be a very, very horrible person.
Yeah.
We have to discuss that, because obviously it's part of the alternative scene. It's something that we are part of, and obviously at some point we have listened to Marilyn Manson. That's undeniable. Yeah. I've covered one of his songs on stage. It's and obviously I do get compared to him a lot, because it's a goth man wearing makeup.
It's a bloke wearing eyeliner. You're identical.
But yeah, it's fucking obviously it's all still ongoing. I'm not going to say anything in case it gets redacted or changed or whatever. But from what's the looks of it, he's been dropped from his label. No one wants anything to do with him. Pretty fucking shady shit.
Oh, big yikes.
Big yikes.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me, to be fair.
No, because the guy's been on a very, very heavy downward spiral for a many, many number of years.
Long time.
It's like the first time I saw him at Download with Connor, and that was in 2009. You'd seen him previously, and you were like, yo, Manson's sick. And I was like,
I saw him. I can't remember what I saw him, but it was like the year before.
Yeah, we're talking like 07, 08 kind of tick.
Yeah, 2008, I think. He's supporting somebody, but it wasn't at a festival.
Yeah, no,
I think it was Download, actually. It might have been. And it was really good. It was a really good show. It was because I've never been that massively into Manson. I liked a few songs. I liked the Tainted Love video because it had Joey Jordison in it.
Did it?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
like in
nice.
there for like 5 seconds. I like that music
Well, like,
video
all of
because
them,
of goth
half a
girls in a
second.
hot tub, but we are not. We're
That
two
too.
different people.
We
Um,
are. Yeah, like they've got some bangers. Like the most Marilyn Manson related thing I've listened to in the past many years is the fucking Believe From Within cover of Fight song.
which is allowed.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not surprising, is it, when it's got songs like the Fight song and We Are Chaos, Disposable Teens.
Nah, the
Didn't
guy's
surprise me.
just
That
been
is
fucking
fun.
metal. But as I was saying, like in '09 when we saw my download, the guy was on multiple things. Allegedly.
It's got a song called I Don't Like the Drugs.
The drugs like
Yeah.
me, which is a completely factual statement.
Yeah.
Allegedly,
But yeah, I
Um,
mean that
but
show it down,
it was shit. Like
It-
it
it
was.
was- awful. Like it's one of the worst live sets I've ever seen of any
Yeah,
artist
and like,
band ever.
it was just trash, and I swore off ever really doing anything to do with him because I was just like, well, if you can't perform live, what fucking good are you?
Hmm.
But granted, he did do a lot for the alternative scene with how he looks, what he did. Obviously, the whole when he got roped into the whole Columbine thing, when he was just like, no, the problem, like his interview he gave after Columbine was great, but that's obviously before he started on whatever the fuck is wrong with him now. But obviously, we don't know the full fucking thing. We could sit here and speculate all day. Either way, it's fucking disgusting. In light of obviously Manson is now cancelled and not allowed. I would like to formally throw my hat into the ring of becoming like the king of the goths that everyone idolizes.
I love it.
Isn't that
Goth
Chris
pop-
Motionless though?
Ooh.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, he is probably next in
Steve
line.
is Aldi Chris Motionless.
I am Aldi Chris
yeah, he is,
Motionless.
You know,
I'm
it's
So
gonna
once Motionless reached that level and Chris gets cancelled, then Steve can step in.
I don't think Chris will get cancelled. He seems like such a lovely guy.
He does actually. To be
That's how
fair,
they
I
get
don't
you.
really listen to his music that much, but he is he just looks like Marilyn Manson without actually being a dickhead.
Goth man,
No,
no
that big
eyebrows,
abuse.
wearing makeup. Obviously, it's Marilyn Manson. See, this is the problem. This kind of
But
prejudice
Chris Motionless
against
does
goth men.
genuinely look a little bit like Marilyn Manson with his makeup on.
But yeah, so that's it. It's that's as much as it is for music news. It's trash. Don't be a terrible person, people. It's literally not that hard. Don't do like more drugs than your blood system. Just don't be a cunt. Like fuck me.
don't be abusive, basically.
That is a good rule of life. To be fair, just don't be a cunt.
Just like, hey, that's it. Like, fucked it, pal.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm glad I'm to be fair, I'm glad his record label dropped him because that ain't cool.
Thank you for your sermon, Alex. Don't be a cunt.
Words to live by,
I'll
my dude.
remember that.
Words to live by.
I mean, it's
It's a given, isn't it?
It's just it's not as
See,
bad, but it's like
I'd love to say it's a given, but
it isn't. I mean, it's like the
A
whole
lot of
thing that
people are
happened.
cunts.
Was it last year when Holy Raw basically died because it's a record label. Holy Raw, the record label, went because turns out the owner was also a piece of shit.
Yeah,
wasn't he a nonce?
I don't think it was noncery, but it was questionable things with women.
So how was
Allegedly, in case there's any lawyers
how
listening.
was Tim Lambesis let back onto whatever label As I Lay Dying we're on? Because he like tried to kill his wife.
No, he tried to hire a hitman, but he actually
kill his wife.
Yeah,
What a lad!
Very sort of like small distinction there.
The difference
Yeah.
is
What a lad.
he compared to everybody else, he actually went to prison and actually did time.
True.
Like there is a comparable difference between people getting cancelled and then never getting any punishment for it. They just get cancelled. They get to fade away into obscurity or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas Lambesis went to fucking prison.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like obviously, let's not get into the fucking. That's not the point. But the difference is
Is he getting bummed by bigger boys now?
He's out of prison now.
yeah, he's out of prison.
He's out.
Like,
That's the point. Yeah.
as I lay down
Oh,
around
great.
the touring,
He did it.
like,
He did his whole.
doing stuff.
Oh, is that who we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it. He did his whole.
Oh, I like As I Lay
I've
Dying.
been redeemed by God kind of thing. Yeah, he did the whole Christian.
Yes, he did.
thing.
that I'm not okay with. You can't
My own grave.
like I was perfectly fine with the fact that it's like, all right, he went to prison. Obviously, this is like
Yeah.
a big contention within the metal community.
Yeah.
I am not 100% with what happened because obviously when it all came out, I was super fucking bummed. But at least he actually went to prison and did the fucking time.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
isn't that the whole point of our justice reform system? Well,
Exactly.
You
In
know, ours, but
America.
the states. But the whole point of justice reform is if you break the law, you will then go and serve your time. If you are deemed to be okay, you're then let out again. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that means you're completely absolved of your sins, but
That's God's decision.
are we not allowed to at least give
Yeah.
people the ability to redeem themselves?
Second chances are a thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm not doing it as a hype thing because I like Tales That I Die, and they're not one of my favorite bands, but they are a good band.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my god, the best thing ever. Or I can't believe. Like, I was in fucking disbelief when the whole fucking thing came about.
Yeah.
Because it was so fucking wild.
It's the kind of thing that you just never expect to actually happen.
Oh yeah, it's fucking mental. But
Yeah.
turns out if you do roids, you go a bit mental.
I guess
Shocker.
so, yeah.
That's Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Was a dark period.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, I don't know how much of that's going to actually stay in.
Who knows?
Because,
But that's hopefully all the heavy shit.
That's all the heavy shit.
Like the dark stuff.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's move on to some actual stuff because we've got some questions that people have asked us because they really want to know about us, which is
All three fans.
all three of our fans.
Hi guys.
The people who really
Man,
want
how
to
you
know
doing?
the inner workings of the poser Viking metal band Wolfstone Steev.
And their mate.
Oh, that's the title of your biography. That's it. That's the one.
You know, like we have an aesthetic, and I'm fine with that.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like, we do have an aesthetic. I think it's pretty sick aesthetic. Everyone's fine with it. Nor are we pretending
Well,
to be
not
Vikings.
everyone's fine with it, otherwise there wouldn't have been comments.
I mean, the people
Everyone in the band.
band. I mean,
I understand that everyone in the band is fine with it.
But my general rule of thumb is if we didn't have people being mad at us for stuff, then we aren't doing well enough because we have to get a reaction. I'd rather have people be like, oh, this is sick, or nah, fuck you, than people just be down the middle, just like, oh, yeah, that's all right, innit?
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have people be
Push
like,
it a bit extreme.
yeah, I'd rather have people fucking go on YouTube comments going, oh my god, look at him. I bet he sucks his own dick. Like,
it's back to you being Manson again. But it's hilarious. I love it.
oh, he looks like Marilyn
Yeah,
Manson,
no,
but
it
sounds like the
does-
vocalist from Hate Breeders. Like, up until recently, neither of those were insults.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah,
Let's
you've been
do.
given some questions from Instagram.
they're on the fucking Discord. 2 seconds. I've been given some questions from Instagram. How do you want to do it? Okay, one of them. Okay, no. This question. We'll start from the most recent to like the oldest. Okay, because this question is solely for Dan Bradley.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
There we go.
no.
It's not aimed at Dan, but I'm deciding it's at Dan.
Okay. Is it to do with Bing?
Yes.
Is it from Bing?
Okay.
How did you know?
Is it from Bing?
It's not from
Because
Bing.
if it's something to do with me, but it's nothing to do with me, it's got to be
That's
involved in my other half.
genuinely concerning that you just went, oh, it's to do with Bing.
They're just cyclically linked.
It's
Yeah.
genuinely terrifying.
You can hear me now.
The two parts of the same person.
Okay. Okay, the question is, if 2 bings binged, would 3 be bonged?
What the
That
fuck?
is an amazing question. I love that so much.
Repeat the question, please,
I'm
Alistair.
going to type it out in the Discord just so you can like read it.
Can you
The question was,
repeat the question?
if
If
2 bings binged,
binged, would the third be bonged?
Well,
What does that even mean?
I know he's a huge fan of Michael.
So if there's two bings in a room, they're binged. But if there's
Yeah.
3, Would that be bonged?
Well, this might be going on a slight tangent, okay? But I know that he likes microwaves, but he doesn't like washing machines because he's scared of them spinning, and he's told me this. He just doesn't like watching them spin. So if he likes microwaves,
Right?
binging isn't. If it bings, it's the sort of like it's.
It means your food's done.
It means
Yep.
his food's done. It's elation. He's nice and happy because his food's done.
Mhm.
And then once he's at his food, and then there's just 3 there, bonged. He needs a relief after it, but he doesn't smoke anymore. He doesn't do his vape anymore. So no, it won't be bonged. He doesn't do anything like that.
So
The answer to your question is
3 bings
the
is
answer's-
binged then.
yeah,
Because
3
he
bings is
doesn't like
binged as
washing
well.
machines.
I mean, yeah.
What?
Let's go with that.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
Honestly, that is the best logic I've ever heard.
3 bings is bonged because he doesn't like washing machines.
Dan, have I ever told you that I love the way your mind works?
It's
Yeah.
absolutely fucking incredible.
It's different, isn't it?
Like, it's amazing. I love it.
It's the tiger blood. It's like if I gave it to you like from an extraterrestrial realm, you just go, oh, unplug this shit. I can't take it. That sort of thing.
I fully believe you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like Charlie Sheen.
Same.
There's a fucking callback. Jesus.
Right, I went for a pee while that was happening, so I've no idea what just happened.
Oh, you're in for a fucking treat, mate.
you missed an amazing story when you listened to this back.
Sick.
Yep.
All right, cool. Next question. This is aimed directly at me, so but I'm sure you'll get a kick out of the fucking question. Is Steev married?
What?
Well, is there something you want to tell us?
Bro, I can barely hold down a relationship. How the fuck am I going to get married?
Shotgun weddings?
Yeah, with Elvis there.
Surprisingly, neither of those have happened.
You know, you can hire a fat Elvis to get you married.
Or you can hire a fat Elvis to do any number that's only in like America. Because anyone can get a marriage
I
license.
think, I think we have like slightly stricter laws against.
Yeah, because I looked into it because I was going to get myself ordained.
Of course.
Oh god, that was
Who
a
were
thing.
you going to marry by getting yourself ordained?
Okay, it was basically like one of mine and Connor's mates, our pal Nathan. It was before when he got engaged to his missus. This was like so fucking long ago.
Yeah.
I then joked that I'll get ordained and then marry him to somebody else before the actual wedding. But then when it came to the wedding, like, is there any reason why these two should
Dave,
not be
wasn't it?
wed? Yeah, I was going to get married to Dave.
Yeah.
And then when it came to the wedding, it'd be like, oh, is there any reason why these two should not be wed? They'd be like, well, he's actually already married. And then
No, he's my husband.
hell would ensue.
Dave storms in a wedding dress.
I think that's why none of us were invited to the wedding by his missus, you know.
I was.
I know you were.
Yeah.
Oh, yikes.
But you were
No,
only
to be
allowed
fair-
because someone else from her family dropped out.
Oh, that's horrible.
Honestly,
that was a low blow on Connor.
no.
No,
That was a low blow on Connor.
No, this is the thing. I was allowed because I had to babysit the best man.
Ah.
Oh god, yeah, because we were babysitting him like the night before because we all stayed around because we were out to the reception. So
Yeah.
we were all around our mate, the groom's like house the night before, and like our pal, the best man, he kept putting his suit jacket on, and we were like, "No, you got to take it off because you'll
No.
get it dirty." And he's like,
Yeah.
"No, I won't." He then puts it on, gets a bacon butty or bacon cob that we got from the Morrisons when we did like the food run that was covered in flour. So he's there eating his suit jacket.
Oh, no.
And
Yeah.
I looked at him, I like screamed at him, stripped
Oh
him.
god.
It was like a whole night of just, but like we'd be like outside, like having a fag or something, having a chat. And then I turn around and he's got the fucking
And he's there in his
back on
fucking
again.
jacket again.
And we're just like, bro, you can't get
Jesus.
this dirty. Like we have no capability to clean
You have to
this
look good
because
tomorrow.
we're at our mate's house that he literally just moved into. So we
Yeah,
had
it was like that week.
he just got a fridge. He didn't have an oven.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure he didn't have a washing machine. So we're like,
It was
if
like no, not at all.
it's like if this gets dirty, we're fucked.
Yeah.
But,
We had like an iron.
Yeah, we had an
That's
iron.
it.
Like I remember waking up hungover because this was a couple of quiet drinks and then we're
Yeah.
battered. And then I wake up like we all slept in one room in sleeping bags, and I wake up and Diddy stood over me with ironing everyone's fucking stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds like Diddy.
Oh,
it just sounds like a
phenomenal.
standard thing that we do. Just like I wake up hungover, someone's ironing, we're getting ready for a wedding. But yeah, to answer the initial question, no, I'm not married.
Yeah, after all that.
If you
That's a big
would
old
like
tangent.
to apply to be my girlfriend, DM us and I'll send you an application form.
You're gonna have to go through me. I am his marriage manager.
AKA
That one. Yes.
Yes, you've heard of the A team. Well, they're the V team.
So yeah,
It's both got to go. You got Steve on one side, you got Connor on the other, and Alex at the bottom. It's got to go through Alex, or it reaches each other.
so yeah, if you want to get married to me, please DM the Wolves Don't Sleep socials, and we'll get you an application form sorted. And then once that clears in 6 to 8 working weeks, maybe we'll get it sorted.
Lockdown provided.
Lockdown provided.
Is that you gonna provide the lockdown for them, or are you...
No, because we're in a lockdown.
Lockdown allowing. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I'm not fucking.
I know.
I'm not fucking Joseph Fritzl. Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
Not far off.
Jesus Christ. Okay, moving on to the next question before this just gets far too out.
Yeah, get away from Fritzl. Yeah.
God, I'm gonna have the
definitely.
bleep machine on standby for this one.
Bit of a bummer, wasn't he? What?
Shush.
He was a bit of a bummer. Like
He was
Dan's not wrong.
Was a bit of a
Yeah.
Okay, this one's more broad, so we'll go on the room. Worst/funniest memory. I don't know if this is relating to the band or just in general.
Zoom is band related.
Like, let's assume it's band related.
Let's go with band related. And then
Narrow
make it a
down,
bit
because otherwise
safer.
that's a lot to think about.
Worst/funniest
I'm
memory.
old, man.
My worst memory, it's nothing to do with the band though, but I had a sausage roll stolen from a seagull.
That's, to be fair, that's pretty awful.
You know what?
That's really pretty bad.
I feel that because I had a thing of chips stolen by a seagull when I was in San Francisco.
Right.
Oh, fuck that.
It's
No.
hard.
In my defense, the seagulls in San Francisco are monsters.
Oh, yeah,
because
'cause they're on
chips all
roids.
the time. Like
Like,
the scariest thing I saw is I look over and this one seagull just had like a bit of ketchup hanging out his beak and it looked like blood. I was like, bro.
I mean, it could have been.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like,
Seagulls are
literally,
vicious, man.
literally, the seagull dive bombed my chips. I was like, "Fam, what are you doing?"
see, this is the thing.
No.
When there's like restaurants and stuff, and people are like, "Oh, shall we eat outside?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to do that." It's like, "Oh, but it's really nice because you get to eat outside." I'm like, "Yeah, but there's wildlife." I want to be able to
particularly
eat.
in America.
Yeah,
I want to be able to
Suddenly
eat.
a fucking bear.
I know, like I've been to bear locations in the States, and they're just like, if you leave food in your car, the bear will rip the car door off, and your insurance will not cover you because you're a fucking moron.
Yep.
Like, there's also like a massive business for bear-proof coolers.
Proof.
Yeah.
because they're like
bears are a massive
airtight.
problem in the States.
Because they're airtight. What they got to be is so the bears can't.
So you don't
smell
smell
the food.
anything. It's
You
gotta be
honestly
strong enough.
clipped. You honestly clipped on your mic then, and it sounded like you're saying bear tooth.
bear tooth.
It's
Coolers.
really funny.
There probably is some bear tooth.
I
coolers
was
as
going
well.
to say that is probably a thing.
Big up Caleb Shomo. Please sponsor the podcast. Or if you want to just guess these. But yeah, so yeah, that's a pretty legit worst memory. I mean, worst/funniest memory of the band. I don't fucking know. I mean, we can't mention a lot of the stuff that is the worst due to legal reasons.
I've got to say, my funniest memory with this band has got to be basically the whole weekend I joined you guys in Glasgow.
Oh my God.
I think that was probably the best memories from like working with this band, or like not even working with them. Like I joined them for a weekend after they'd finished recording in Glasgow, and only Steev knew about me coming up. And so
There I am,
when
just washing up.
Yeah, when I got there, and Connor's reaction was the best thing because it was like you just had to see his face, like, and Dan's reaction because these guys were outside having a fag when I turned up.
Yeah, because
It
I
was
went,
literally like,
shall we go out for a fag?
Yeah.
and
And I don't smoke,
and-
so I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll just finish like doing the washing up. I'll come join you, whatever.
Like a good dad.
and
Yeah.
Dan's reaction was pretty much like, Oh, hey up, Alex. Wait, Alex is here?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah, because like, we were all
Whoa.
just stood out. We just stood outside the Airbnb house that we rented. Big up the fact we rented a whole house on Airbnb. Bliss.
Yeah.
We just
It
stood
was a
there,
sick house as
and
well.
like I just turned, and it's like, oh, someone walking down the path. So everyone turns around, and I'm just like, all right, and you're like, all right, cunt, and everyone just spins and looks at Alex, and it's just like, what is he doing here?
Yeah, meanwhile, Connor's doing the washing up in the kitchen, which can be seen through the window.
You have to walk past that to get to where
Yeah, you have to walk past that. And Connor looks up from
Just
washing
look
up,
up and-
spots me, and
like
just
anime, like double take. of just,
yeah,
like,
literally just like
what?
had to look back at me like, what the fuck? Why are you here?
Yeah, honestly.
And then we
fucking-
proceeded to have like the most mental night out.
Yeah, like
Oh,
you
it's such
came
a good
because we
movie.
finished recording on the Saturday, and like you
Yeah.
came with us to the studio. We picked Snev up, and it was just like, oh, morning. Oh yeah, this is Alex, by the way, and that was
Yeah.
it. Like that was it.
And
That was,
yeah,
it was
he
just,
came
oh,
up to me after and he was just like, "You're a fucking madman. You came all the way up here on a whim." I was like, "Yep, that's me."
Yeah, they went to Kai, and that was just like mental. Like I think funniest is generally like everything that happened between
Yeah,
us
that
leaving
night.
to go to Catty and then coming back from Catty. Just everything that happened because it was the world's smallest smoking area on like the second floor.
It's
Yeah,
so
I'm
it's
just
so
It was
fun of
fire.
that.
so slippery where like Bing stacked it, I stacked it.
Yes,
Yep.
Bing trying to two-step to Slipknot and it's completely
People
missing
equal
the
shit and
floor.
just
And, like we all got separated like multiple times. It was just
Yeah.
and then there was also like me going to the bar to get a drink and I look up and it says now open till 4 and I just went, oh, this is not gonna end well, is it? I was
And
like,
then there was
"Fuck
the
me."
whole thing with us chasing Snev around for whatever reason because he was trying to get his
Like,
phone back
us
off
arguing with a cash machine. It was just
Yeah.
it was such
Oh, the
a
flying dropkick. Yeah,
Yes.
I remember
it
that.
was
Yeah.
just such a thing. I
that
mean,
is such a good night.
no offense,
I
like that,
cannot wait to go back to Glasgow.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
and there's that, and there's also like when we were in the service station after the first time we played with Sugar Boom.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
Like,
was
there was
that
like
was a
the
whole thing.
cartwheels in the
And
car
Sugar-
park.
And Sugar Boom showed up at like 2 a.m. Like, here, eat, lads. We were like, yep.
We're like, hi,
Dan's just
again.
living his Dan's just living his best life in the massage chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's just like, oh, what's open? Oh, it's Mackey's. And then Sugar Boom were like, nah, fuck that. And they just left. And we
They
were
were like, no, we're gonna go. All right, see ya.
okay, bye guys. Yeah, no, like we just have like a constant stream of stupid shit happen with us. It's just
I
a
think I
free for all.
I can speak for most people and say everyone's funniest memory to do with the band will be when most other people were there with us.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
when like we all just have like a really good time when we're all together.
I mean,
Yeah.
in all fairness, like even if you've hung out with us at a show or something, like
Yeah.
you've seen the kind of stuff that we do when we're not on stage. Like we're just fucking around constantly.
You've seen
Exactly.
how much we're idiots. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't change.
Yeah, like it's like on stage, super serious. It's showtime. Anytime outside of that, it's just a free for all.
Exactly.
It's just a free for all, man.
Yeah, towards that fucking seagull. It was a free for all.
Sick. Yeah, cool. Right, next question. Favorite gig you've ever played?
I mean, it's got to be Rescue, hasn't it?
Oh,
It's a
Dan's not here for me to answer.
It's a toss up, man. Like the Rescue Room show with Bloodywood was fucking unreal because that was like massive queue of like 200 odd people just queuing into.
That was
it's
so
just
unexpected as well. I remember coming in
Like-
to get you guys and be like,
That's the thing.
guys,
That like
come
that is a
outside
moment.
for a second.
yeah. There's
that
me
It
is a
was
like,
just
moment
a
that is just
line of
gonna
people to the
live
back.
in my head for the rest of my life.
yeah. There's
Just
me
walking
like
out up onto the top of the steps there and just seeing, oh shit, there's actually a lot of people here.
yeah. There's me like fucking shouting at them, just like, yo, we're the openers. Are we having a good fucking time? Like proper interacting with the crowd before even fucking the show's even started.
And Bloodywood was such legends as well.
Bloodywood are such fucking
So
lads,
nice
man.
guys. So
Such
nice guys.
lads. Like, I mean, the fact of when Bloodstock's finally allowed to happen, like, I'm gonna get to hang out with those guys again, which is gonna be so sick.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be super nice because there's a lass who saw us at that show, added me on Facebook and stuff, and she's like, "Oh, I do like Metal Bangra as like a
That's
club."
so
Okay, interesting.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've also got some of the Bloodywood guys on Facebook, and they've been chatting to them. And so Bloodywood were like, "Yo, do you want to come do your Metal Bangra when we play Bloodstock?"
Yeah, that was so
Nice.
awesome.
So then I was chatting to her, and she was like, "Oh, we're gonna go hang with Bloodywood. We're doing this. Like, do you want to come?" And I'm like, "Yes, of course I want to come hang
Yeah.
with Bloodywoods." I might try and be a dickhead and be like, "Yo, can I come on and do guesties for something?"
Okay, yeah.
Like,
In their accent.
no, in my accent, Dan, because that'd be racist.
It's not going to go down well.
Or be
That'd be
sick
great.
I'm
as
sure
fuck.
it'd be fine. They scream a lot of their stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I can get on stage with a tiller, and yeah, I could just do, yeah, exactly, just do that, like, be a laugh, and then I'll stage dive, be jokes.
You'll float away.
Yeah, exactly, jokes. But yeah, like the other one is probably when we last played Tap
That
For
was
the-
sick.
for the Melted
actually,
Masses.
yeah, that seemed like a
Because
super fun
they-
show.
Yeah, I don't know
Like-
whether it's just like different perspective because we were on stage effectively, but that's the most packed I've ever seen Tap.
No, I was in the crowd and it was pretty packed. Well, that side of the room was at least.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Right.
getting to a point where like there was loads of people in the fucking pub anyway, but then as soon as we hit on and like people were just
Oh.
vibing and it was just rammed, and I'm just like going, "This is fucking sick."
There's sometimes something fun about like just like small little shows.
Honestly, I'd rather play like tiny venues forever.
Yeah, the atmosphere is so much better. Like up to like the O2 Academy's kind of size.
yeah.
After that,
yeah.
you start to lose a bit of. I mean, there's certain bands that will always have like however big the venue, even if you're outdoors, like Parkway or Ramstein, things like that. You're
Mm.
always going to have that amazing atmosphere. But for a lot of bands, there's something special about just that size venue.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'd
And
I
particularly, like-
definitely understand it.
Like
I
the
th-
smaller,
I think
like
I've-
down to like the pub back room, basically.
I think I've seen interviews with bands like like Enter Shikari. I
Mm.
think they've always said that they've done like the big stuff, but like they really prefer just playing the smaller venues. Like when they come to Nottingham, they prefer playing Rock City over the arena just
Yeah.
because it's smaller and intimate.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like
Yeah.
I'd rather do like tiny stuff like that. I mean, obviously with the Melted Masters, like we didn't win it, but we fucking smashed it out of the fucking park, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like realistically, it's the Melton Master shows are always just a good show.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
always a good lineup. It's always a good atmosphere. It's always
Right.
just a lot of fun to do.
We're never gonna
Like-
win because we're metalcore, and that's a dirty word.
especially
particularly-
in
And no
Yeah.
money change.
especially in Bloodstock circles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no money changes hands on our side. So
Allegedly.
Allegedly. What about you, Dan? What's your favourite gig you've ever done with us?
with you,
In the band, yeah, in Wolves. What's your favourite gig?
has it got to be this band?
Yeah, it did Wolves, the band we're in.
Oh,
for the
that's a hard one.
podcast we're recording.
The
Wolves
where do I
Don't
begin?
Sleep podcast 2021 coming at you on Sirius FM.
Coming in your ears.
Surely FM.
One where my wireless didn't connect. That was a great show. On the back foot like
Yeah.
that.
It's like actual enjoyable show, Dan. Not like
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I had some man come up and put my batteries back in while I was still playing.
Oh,
I got felt
I
up
do
on stage.
remember that. I do remember that happening.
which gig was that?
Was
Sitwell Tavern.
Ah,
Yeah.
fucking Sitwell, yeah. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Just had a guy feeling me up randomly.
And you didn't even have to buy them
Oh.
a drink, you know.
I didn't know exactly. They have to buy him a drink. Yeah, that was probably it.
Oh, do you remember we played Sitwell and it was that band Divide from
Connor
Scotland,
Glasgow.
Yashin.
and it was Connor from
Yeah.
Yashin when he was in the band. And
Yeah.
it was just like, I'm pretty sure that's Connor from Yashin. Obviously, I know I'd seen Yashin once, and I was like, I know
And
the
the-
fuck they are.
Yeah,
I
they
did-
organised our merch for us.
Ah, that fucking woman. I fell in love so
It was
hard. She
fucking
was just like,
incredible. Oh,
she became like
amazing.
our Scottish mum, and she was just like, I want to sort your merch out. This is disgusting. Like, you need to get your shit together. And then like he was just like Connor was just going like, fuck it, Connor from Yashin, who's now was in Divides, but he's just doing his own thing now.
He's a barber.
Here's Barber.
He is, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But he also designed the Hope would say you free merch. There's a little
He did.
fun tidbit.
He
Mm.
did.
Did he?
Yeah, he
Hey,
designed
I'm
the
pretty
merch.
sure he did the art. I'm pretty sure he did the artwork as well.
Yeah,
Didn't
you know the black, the black and white shirts when we had a white shirt on sale, and the one with the Hope lyrics. He designed them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Swear we told
You
you.
learn something new every day.
Fucking hell. Yeah, like he then went up to the bar after they played and brought like a whole bottle of rum. And I remember walking out
Yes,
into
he
the
did.
smoking area, and he was just pouring it into people's mouths, and I was just like,
Yep.
"This is so fucking joke." Like,
I mean,
I remember
that's the atmosphere thing as well, because you don't get that
oh
in
yeah,
many
no,
other
like,
places.
if it was just us doing random small venues, but then to fuck around to that much of a degree every time, I'm about it. Like,
do you know what? I miss playing live music.
I fucking miss like fucking live shows, man. Like, I
God
fucking
damn.
miss it so fucking.
I miss my parents.
You live
and
with
you live
them.
in their house.
I don't see them very often.
Well, because you're asleep 20 hours a day.
Yeah, but that's more of a them problem.
I heard
Why?
Dan,
Because you're
Alright.
awake at 3 a.m. and they're not.
I heard
Yeah.
I heard you need a new wallet.
What?
I heard you need a new wallet.
Do I?
I've
He
been
needs
told
to.
you.
He needs to start using one
I've
first.
been told you need a wallet.
Oh no.
I've found you a really nice one.
Have you now?
I mean, it's one that I want for
Mm.
myself. So like, if I send
Can
you,
we share it?
if I send you a wallet,
I remember Steve
I
finding
remember,
it. It's
If I-
actually a nice wallet.
if
though.
I
It's
send
not
you a
like one of
wallet-
these jokey ones.
will you?
Has it got an anime girl on the front or something?
No, because
We can put a
No,
sticker if
it's,
you really
it's,
want.
it's genuinely a nice wallet.
That's generally a nice wallet, like proper nice wallet, like because you don't use a wallet, you lose your cards, you're just a terrible person. So if
Yeah, I
I
haven't had a bank card for the past like 3 months.
if I bought you a wallet, would you use it?
Depends what the wallet feels like.
It's just
It's on the Discord, isn't it?
fuck. That's
It'd
like
be,
ages ago.
it'd
Ages
be
ago.
a leather wallet.
It's in my
believe it.
it's
Can I?
in my
Can-
wish list. I'll send it you later, but I'm gonna buy you a wallet. Like, it's
Will
nice.
it be safe?
Yeah, because I
Will it be safe?
no, because I want to buy it as well. Like it looks really nice.
I mean, a wallet is more safe than your jacket pocket, though.
Like you're going in,
Well, I haven't lo-
you're going in for your
I haven't
ID and your debit card, then Rizzlers come out, Bills come out, half a can of special.
I'll give it a
brew.
go.
Uh,
What's it called? A wallet. Well, wallet.
A wallet. It's a
A wallet.
container for
The
currency.
newfangled technology of a wallet.
Wallet.
Yeah, it's a
Wallet.
wallet.
Okay.
Um,
In French.
yeah, it's
A
super
wallet.
French.
A wallet.
A wallet.
Okay. I'll give it a go. Yeah. 21st century.
Fuck me.
I'm proud of you.
Fuck me.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Welcome, Dan. Welcome to the
it-
century.
Has it got moving parts?
Yeah,
No.
it opens and closes.
It's got a zip.
Has it got a
Oh,
second
yeah,
hand?
true. It does have a zip.
That's a zip.
Yeah.
It does have a zip for your precious
Yeah.
cash in hand.
Does it have a second hand?
Yes.
No, let's
It
just
can
say
do.
yes.
Yeah, it has
What's
whatever
the
you,
correct answer?
it has whatever you want. Whatever.
Well, at the minute, I've got a clock on my wall with one hand on it, so I sort of need a second hand.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh fuck me. Right, next question. Favorite song you've written?
Ooh.
Ooh, that one's that one's probably for Dan, if I'm honest. And Steve, I guess. Well, all of you.
Oh, do I
but
not get an
Dan-
opinion on songs? Do I not?
As we discussed in
Fine.
music law, drummers don't technically count.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. I was correct.
Yeah.
They count to 4.
No. But like in terms of like music royalties, drummers don't count.
Oh.
Like they literally don't count. That's why every time it comes to, like the other composing stuff, like all the PRS stuff, I have to bang Connor on as like an actual songwriter. Like he actually did more than just do drums. Otherwise,
I do
he's technically
things.
not allowed money. It's fucking wild.
That's bullshit.
It is
It's
kind of
not-
it
it's-
is
that
kind of
bullshit.
bullshit. As a former drummer myself, I find that bullshit.
It's something from
What
like
What sort of capitalism is
mate,
this?
it's something from like the 50s, and then no one's ever changed it.
It's
Like,
because
Well,
drum,
how come Ringo Starr's made all that money then?
It's because he had like some songwriting credits.
Yeah.
Like he actually
Yeah.
wrote, he wrote Octopus's Garden.
He wrote
I
songs.
only-
He wasn't a good drummer, but he wrote songs.
I only know that song from the Muppets actually,
How
so I have
dare
no
you.
idea what his actual talent lies.
To be fair, he's not
Yeah.
bad, but he's like there's nothing like amazing.
Yeah,
It's better than the White Stripes drummer.
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
No, he is.
So all right, then. All right.
Meg
then,
White's
Connor,
good at what she
what's your favorite song that Wolves as a band has written, or what's your favourite part that you've written for your songs?
Actually, my favorite actual film
Yep.
actually is in Phoenix Down.
Oh yeah.
The first little fill between the splashes and toms and all that.
Oh yeah, where it goes.
No, it's a bit. Yeah.
I love playing that part.
That
And
is
that's why I
that is a
constantly
bit of a
get.
groovy song.
That's why I constantly get shouted down for wanting to play it because I love that bit. That's so much fun.
Right, I don't have any issues with doing Phoenix anymore. I'm fine with Phoenix now.
Good.
Well, yeah.
But
carry on.
Overall, full song, I think is my favorite. Actually, it's Clarity.
It is a banger.
I really like Clarity.
I'm like torn, man.
It's difficult because I think there's different aspects of different songs that are really good.
I gotta go with Clarity though. Like those lyrics that I wrote for that fucking song. Like that's something else, man. That's fucking.
It's like whole package, start to finish, one song.
Yeah, Clarity works really well.
Yeah.
No, like
ironically, the one
I
put on the intro of this.
Yeah.
So,
honestly,
worked out.
No, Clarity has to be because that's when I fucking. If you've seen us live, you get to experience me crying on stage because those lyrics are fucking deep for me. Yeah. So
let's not sugarcoat it, Steve. They're sad.
It's fucking sad.
It's fucking sad.
But
Dan, what about your favorite riff, mate?
Or just favorite song? Like just pick.
Yeah, or favorite song,
or both. Favorite riff, favorite song. Let's go.
Will probably be the I don't know if I can say this, but the remaster of The Monster You Are.
All controversial.
Are we allowed to say that?
Let's go. Anyway, guys, we're coming into 2021.
Official announcement time.
Official announcement.
Here's the thing we're working on.
By the time we're able to get it done because of lockdown, we have re-recorded our first EP to make it more up to scratch. Of nothing against the initial release. We just feel as a collection of songs, we want them done better in line with who we are as a band now. Yeah. So we have redone the first EP because they are songs.
Given that it was released 5 years ago this year, it seems appropriate, I guess.
We're pulling a thing that really big bands do, but it was partly out of boredom for lockdown because we had nothing better to do.
It's a good project. It's the good anniversary of 5 years for it, and those songs we've been playing for a long time now, and they have adapted over the time. Like we do play them differently to how they were recorded.
They've changed, and we feel that they need a refresh.
Yeah,
to match who we are now, because they are good songs, and we do play. I do enjoy playing them live, even when I'm not allowed to play Monster live, Connor.
It's much better now.
Someone doesn't like it, but it's basically we are remastering and re-releasing and re-recording our first EP. Back to you, Dan.
Yes, it was almost like that was planned, wasn't it? That was helpful. That'll be it. Just because
the new version of Monster You Are, basically.
The new version of Monster You Are, because the whole chorus is entirely different. It's been fully rewritten from the ground up. Intro's the same, verse is the same, just a lot more beefier, done better, more in time.
And there's a cheeky little adaptation to the intro.
Yes, there is. It might have something to do with the London Philharmonic Orchestra.
It basically sounds a lot more how we wished it sounded the first time.
We'll keep parts of it to ourselves, I think, for now.
Yeah, basically.
Let's not go into too much detail.
At one point, you will
suspense.
You will see
one song out of 5.
Everything change.
The most changed song, I will say that.
Yeah, but there you go. There's a little cheeky thing for you.
Cool.
Right.
We've got any more questions?
Yeah, we've got 2 more.
Cool.
Oh. Similar vein, but what was the best song to record?
We talking latest EP or the one
Just in
before
general.
that, or
Just in general.
yeah?
I mean, obviously, we're all going to skew towards Clarity, probably more likely because.
Yeah.
Let me just clarify. We hate our lives. General, normal, boring, fucking day-to-day lives.
Mm.
The fact that we got to spend a week in another city, just living together and spending all day, every day, waking up, recording, coming home, having a bev, watching an obscene amount of Peep Show and Mitchell and Webb look.
Yeah.
And that was our entire week. That was the best fucking thing. When I went back to work the next fucking week after that,
you could feel
depressed. I was so fucking depressed.
As we were all coming back, it was horrible.
Yeah, I don't think I was sober for a single day of that week, that 7 days.
Do you remember when you and me were up to like 5 a.m. listening to Ocean's 8 Alaska on like a Wednesday?
Yep.
I fucking do, because I was recording in the morning.
Hey, you sleep like a fucking log, mate. You can fuck off.
I do.
One was nicking the dressing table. We did wake you up a couple of times.
I was awake for a lot more of that than I think you realise.
It was like a really warped version of Grand Designs.
Yeah, MDF everywhere.
Stealing furniture.
It was a great week.
But for me, I think the best song to record for me has to be Self-Destruction. Just for
Same
that
for me.
vocal intro.
Mm.
Same for me.
That vocal intro for Self-Destruction, that was a one take. What you see is what you get. That was like literal goosebumps of, it was bang on. It was, oh yeah, I think I know how I want this to sound. I want it to sound like this. Give me 2 seconds. Let's do it. Roll. Done. Holy fuck, I don't think I could do that again. There. Bang on.
Yeah, that was a really good day to sit and watch in the studio. Like,
as an engineer, I fully appreciate that. Like, those are the dream recordings you do when like an artist nails it first try, and you listen to it back and you're like, no, I think we got it. We're good, boys.
Well, that's the thing.
Amazing.
That's the thing. Like, because we've been trying things out, there were like technical difficulties, and we were going through different things, and then it was just right, deep breath, go for it, and it just clicked, and it was awesome.
And it came out well.
Yeah, it was one of those ones. I did that take, and I went, I need to sit down now. It took a lot out of me. You
were knackered by the end of it. It was great. But it's worth it though. It was a really cool experience just to, because I had nothing to do in that because it's vocals, but being able to sit back and watch you guys, you, Bing and Steev, work together on that was no, that was a good day. Day.
Just watching me get progressively sadder as the day goes along.
Yeah, basically.
And then there's me going,
come on, Steve, let's get you with Greggs and cheer you up.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, Connor, does that sentence make sense, like grammatically? And
I'm Mr. Grammar.
You're there going, those words make sense. Which is blessed. But yeah, what about you, Connor? Like, best song to record?
Like, in a way, it's a weird one for me because I didn't actually do anything. But it's a similar vein to, like, the spending a week recording Clarity was really good. It was like, that's probably the best overall experience as a band with us. But specific songs to record, I've got to say Hope. Because that's the first time that we really, like, went out of our comfort zone and, like, moved away from Nottingham to do it. And, like, going up to work with Stephen Jones again for the first time then. But that whole sort of, like, it was, like, the first proper, like, we're going away and putting proper effort into this. And, I mean, that was all, like...
We're a real band
programmed
now.
Drums for me. Yeah. It's like that... I don't know whether it was a combination of, like, it was all programmed drums so I could just sit there and relax. But that
was Sleepy's programmed drums. What kind of bullshit
we did for that
one. Not recording real. Like, look, my sugar do it, so fuck off.
Follow me.
Mate,
sorry.
Mate, I was not carrying a fucking drum kit on a plane. Fuck that.
Oh yeah, we caught a plane, didn't we?
Yeah, it was you, me, and Tom.
Yeah, and I had to
And we spent like
fucking
half a week just the three of us up there. It was great.
6
And you really
fucking
pissed Tom off
hours.
when we landed.
I really did. I really did. That was beautiful. But yeah, that experience, because that was all like in a day.
No, I remember because like you guys, yeah, we basically spent like 2 days in Glasgow. That was it, just to do one fucking song. It was fucking
Yeah.
lit. This is how mental we are, by the way, guys. Like we will go all the way to fucking Scotland to do one song.
Yeah.
For a day, then fuck off back.
And I
but it
will
was-
drive 6 hours after work to do one
Spend
weekend.
weekends.
So
and
if
fuck off
anyone,
back.
if anyone thinks that we don't fucking care about this band, you're fucking stupid.
We've done some stupid shit. We really
Um,
have.
But it was the best thing of it is like obviously it's Stephen Jones. He's in Believe From Within. We quite like Believe From Within. He's good at what he
Mm.
does. Let's go work with him. Sick it's within our budget, whatevs. And then it's like we get to the place where we're going, and then it's like you guys got before me because I was in the car like driving. You
Yeah.
guys got an Uber, and it was we're in fucking Believe Within's practice fucking room.
Yeah, because
we're like,
we didn't
"What?"
realize that at the time. I walked in. There's the fucking Bleed backdrop, and there's Ali's kit, and there's all the fucking like merch and stuff, and it's like, oh my god. So
Yes, it's
yeah,
just like oh fuck,
It was just like oh, okay, this is what we're doing.
we're
This
doing
is pretty cool.
we're doing proper things now.
Yeah.
we're doing like big boy things.
That was
But
that was a fun experience.
I think I think that everything is like even for the next lot of stuff, we're not going to go that far afield because it's just not practical in the long run. Like it was good,
Yeah,
but
it's I mean, we've adapted how we do things as well a bit now.
yeah, I mean, plus to be
Like-
fair, if we do find a producer we really like and it's like in fucking Southall or Bristol, or
That one to
whatever,
pick out of nowhere, so
I'm thinking
it's
I'm
not,
thinking of
that
places.
far away.
yeah, exactly.
But, We'll still
Yeah,
chop and
that's-
do it. We're not saying we're not going to leave
Oh,
Notts
no.
to do stuff anymore. It's more like we think going all the way to Glasgow is a bit like
Well, at least spending the week there.
it's more of a monetary
it's
thing.
It's
Like,
quite an old school way of doing things now.
I mean, I'm fully
It's-
fucking on board with that. 'Cause
Oh no! I mean, it was
Oh, yeah.
it was so much fun just for the experience of doing
Yeah,
it. I would
fuck
absolutely
it.
do
We'll
it
just
again.
have a week away, boys.
no
don't
offense.
matter.
We were saying like even if we were to, like as an example, because obviously we worked with Miroslav,
Panic. Yeah.
the Panic at the Disco cover. We did say if we were going to go record a new EP with him and we did a week of it, we'd still book an Airbnb in Derby,
Oh, yeah.
even though it's literally the next town over. But just because the vibe of all of us living together,
Yeah,
and
that's so
just
much to it.
being together, it's like we're all in the same fucking zone. It's not like,
Yeah.
oh, we finished the studio, I'll go back to my house, Connor go back to his, and then
There-
we just
there
start
was-
chatting on WhatsApp. It's the living together
I
aspect.
feel like there's a reason why pretty much everyone said the week we spent together or the week you guys spent together in Glasgow was some of the best ones you've had of being in the band. I don't
Yeah.
think it was because of the recording. I think it was literally like fucking
Yeah.
messing about for a fucking week.
Yeah, it was just us being together for a week doing what we enjoy.
Yeah.
And we
Doing
enjoy
what
each
we-
other's company.
yeah.
Like we get on really fucking well.
Yeah.
Like we like if you like as I said earlier, like if you see us at shows, we're constantly fucking around together. There isn't like we're all just sat about just on our phones doing our own thing. Like we are constantly interacting with each other and constantly.
Mm.
Like it's just how we are as people.
Yeah.
Like we actually like each other.
Yeah.
So,
You say it like it's a rare thing, but yeah.
I mean, no, like I think it does come across as like, especially as like some of the stuff I've read from like the massive bands. So like Korn at one point had different tour buses for each members and stuff like that.
It was Motorhead did the same thing.
Yeah, like it's stuff
Each
like that.
member
It's just
had
like,
their own tour bus.
what's the point?
It was ridiculous.
Like, what's the fucking
Right,
point? man?
Because dollar, Stephen.
Yeah.
but I'd rather spend that dollar on like my dream to fill
No,
a
I
swimming
mean
pool with
to
jelly.
to make the dollar. That's why they kept touring.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. But
Well, I mean, that's about the only way you make money these days, isn't it?
what's the point if you don't
Good
like
music.
each other? Like,
Yeah.
what's the point?
Yeah, dollar.
It just become a day job, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No,
Like, yeah,
I get your point. I don't think if I was in a committed band with a bunch of other people, I would like to spend every day, like to be able to spend every day with them as well.
Yeah.
Because you have to, especially when you're starting out.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong.
You know, if you're going to tour the UK with a bunch of lads, you want to be able to get on with them.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
If you're going to be stuck in a little sweaty van 24 hours a day
Yeah.
for like 2 weeks, you've got to be able to get on.
All I'm saying is, if you end up in a tour, if you end up in a van with us, you best fucking like that Michelin Web sound. That's all I'm saying.
And play Magic the Gathering.
And play Magic the Gathering. And yeah, so that's it. Dan, what about you? What was the best song for you to record?
Self-Destruction.
We're still on that question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, to be fair, we did answer that. Already.
Yeah. Self-Destruction, just everything flowed perfectly. We added bits in off the fly straight away. It was just...
Yeah. Watching you and Stephen Jones bounce stuff off each other
it
was really cool. Like, particularly the bit right at the end, like when you were just like trimming the fat from the songs. And
yeah.
Yeah.
Genius.
As an engineer's standpoint, I love working with Dan for that reason.
Yeah.
Dan's so straight to it when it comes to actually recording.
It's like, yo, that shit. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Like it was a beautiful thing to see, of just seeing like Dan get into full producer mode.
I love it.
And
It's
Dan
so
just
good.
going, right, this is how I want the songs to sound. That
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah,
get rid of it.
works.
That shit, get rid of it. This
Yeah.
stays. We're doing this now. Let's
This
do
song's
another
now a
guitar
third the length it was.
Yeah. We just cut off 4 minutes from the song. Perfect. What's wrong with that?
Honestly, if we had not done that, guys, the Clary
Right.
EP would have been about 45 minutes long. Like, it's fucking unreal.
For four tracks.
For 4
Yeah.
tracks, like we basically became Opeth for a bit. It's fucking-
Like Tool.
Oh,
God.
but yeah, no, that's cool. Right, final question.
Mm.
What's next? New EP, singles.
What is next, guys? Well,
Well,
I mean,
I
I've
think
already.
we did just the surprise reveal of the original EP rewrite.
Ta-da, Monster You Are.
These guys will release that at some point this year.
Yeah.
One's allowing. I mean, the thing at the
DVD
moment
at the
is we're literally waiting on the ability to do vocals mainly, because although I could do vocals at my house and Bing could do vocals at his house, wouldn't be up to the scratch.
You need a nice space
it's
for it.
not up to the scratch that we want to do. So
Yeah.
basically,
and yeah, go on, Karen.
no, like basically, all of this is pandemic, depending.
Yeah.
The plan, the official Wolves Don't Sleep guideline.
Here's our manifesto.
Here's our manifesto. We're looking into doing like another couple of singles of Clary. Obviously, music video wise, lockdown depending, because obviously it's illegal to spend time together at the moment, and we are not being cunts. We're following the rules.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to go and try and blag and say, oh, it's our job. Like, it isn't our job. We're still in the semi, like the amateur / professional stage.
You're doing exactly what Tony Blair would have wanted.
But yeah, it's a we want to be able to put the correct amount of effort and production quality into it.
Yeah,
rather
like
than let's just try and push something out because we can.
Yeah,
yeah,
and we're following all the fucking guidelines.
Yeah,
like we're not.
Put it into
around.
Perspective. It's probably about halfway done, and I've been working on it with these guys since like maybe September.
Yeah, that's the monster stuff, and I'm saying like we want to do small singles for Clarity.
Oh yeah,
for the videos, yeah.
And basically, a lot of the stuff is now fully dependent on we cannot physically be in the same room as each other.
Yeah.
That's it. So, but in terms of like a thing, you've got our first EP remaster re-release for the anniversary. There's going to be more stuff from Clary because we are not fucking done with that yet. Because we've also still got technically quote unquote tour the cycle because we haven't actually played it properly since its release, and we are writing new songs.
Yeah,
we've got
some fun stuff coming.
I have had some stuff sent over from Dan that I've been putting together into coherent projects that is sounding pretty tasty.
Yeah,
honest.
Spoiler, the new stuff fucking slaps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that's it. But yeah, there's your answer. Obviously
there have been some positive things about lockdown.
We are not in a position to give guide timelines. this is not our day job, so we can't blag it to the coppers if they were to surprise us, because this is not our day job. We do not make money off.
Yeah.
We do not make money off this. Obviously, any money we make goes
therefore
back into the band.
cannot afford to pay fines for
Therefore,
not
cannot
sticking to
afford to pay
Hell
fines.
no.
So
We also,
not-
don't want to break the rules and
yeah,
Oh
like,
make this last any longer than
that's
it's going
yeah.
to.
yeah, exactly.
exactly.
We're not going to be as guys be like, oh, but we've got to go record our music video for our like, bro. We're not. We are a band. It is something we want to do full time. But at the moment, this is not our day job. This is
At
not
the moment, stay
our-
home, stay safe, do what you're meant to.
remain
Yeah,
indoors.
being
Do not
realistic.
think about the event.
Remain indoors.
Yeah, like we're not going to try and plug it and be like, oh, but we have to do it. Like, I'd rather us wait and do it properly
Get a good end product out of it.
than hash it just because we have to do it. On
Yeah,
to
no,
just because
totally
it's like
agree.
that's why we're doing this now. You get another podcast. You're getting more podcasts because this is something we can do. You get to
Yeah,
just
we
talk
are
shit.
we are going to try and do these slightly more often,
Slightly more semi-regularly,
rather than like one every 4 months.
I was going to say, what's it been, like 5-6 months? It's been
Well,
a while.
Well, the reason we stopped doing
I'm-
them is because lockdown finished. We got back to doing music stuff, and then just went, "Oh, we're actually spending every weekend together." So
We had that taste, we had that glimpse of.
We did have a slight glimpse of. This is when it was basically when we started working on that EP rewrite and the remaster. We had that slight glimpse of actually working on stuff, so we stopped doing the podcast for a little bit. But now we're back.
We are again. Here we are again. Happy as can be.
So yeah, I hope that clears anything up. If you want us to go into a bit more detail, if our answers weren't great, hit us up on Dem socials, and we'll happily come back and explain stuff. If you think either I'm too wine drunk or we just
Anything you want.
like
Anything you want clarity on.
God,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go
bad
kill
about that
myself.
one. I'm sorry.
But no, yeah.
Anyway.
If we haven't answered anything to your standards, just let us know and we'll go over it again. Like, we don't give a shit. And
Or if
obviously-
you've got any other random topics you want to talk about, like
in fact I have got a question that I've just come up with, and
All right.
it's for
new caller.
let's say all of you, but mostly aimed towards Dan.
it's
What is your
definitely a
favorite?
Dan.
What is your go-to studio food?
That's a good fucking question.
Well, there's only one answer to this. It's got to be a good old Dino's Beanos.
Dino's Beanos.
Dino's
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh.
Deal 7, that's what it's got to be.
Deal 7.
Okay,
Classic.
for full confirmation on this, there is a local takeaway in Beeston.
Called
Alex-
Dino's.
Alex lives in Beeston, which is where we spend 90% of our time. There is a
Is it?
takeaway
When we're
called
not in
Dino's.
lockdown.
Alex is affiliated with this company.
They are
If
generally
they want to sponsor me, I'll take a free Deal 7, please.
they are generally one of the best takeaways ever.
I mean, he got a key ring out of them.
We got a
I
key ring
did.
as well.
did.
And there is literally that's the only thing when we're at Alex is doing pre-pro. That's it. Like
Yeah.
We are a healthy bunch of people.
Whenever we're demoing, pre-production, writing, doing whatever, doesn't matter.
One stop
Dino's
for
is on the
alcohol,
menu.
Dino's for food.
Simple people, simple taste. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Straight to one stop for Dragon Soup and then Dino's.
Dragon Soup, if you're listening. We're coming
Genuinely,
for you.
like Dragon Soup is really good.
Yeah, Dragon Soup is
recording.
one really good, and they've been so nice to us on social media at the moment. Like, it's genuinely so
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, they are. They are.
They're a
lads,
sick
mate.
company.
Yeah. No, like we rate the product. Like, we're not going to sit and like shill fucking products we don't like because
I
we're
mean-
not cunts.
Like, yeah. If you like Steve says, if you've seen us around playing, you've probably seen us drinking it. Like, and we are not currently sponsored by them.
Much to the dismay of some of the bars, because you're not buying their alcohol.
Yeah,
But they can
Yeah,
suck it because they
but-
don't sell Dragon Soup.
I was
There
going to
is-
say, like,
There
if
is
they wanna
one
stock
bar
it-
in Nottingham that sells Dragon Soup,
it's always sold out every time I go.
and it's the Sal. Yeah, sold every time. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we do rock up at like 2:00 in the fucking morning, Connor.
Yeah,
We
It's
can't
fine.
rock it like because Dragon Soup is that good. It sells out instantly, and then obviously
Yeah,
it's the
It's a
thing
one
that
stop.
we've caused because we're making more people drink Dragon Soup. Like it's getting to a point where it has become synonymous with us.
In fact, yeah, we've made the staff at One Stop like buy each flavour of dragon soup as well.
Yep.
One of them were talking to me about it.
That's amazing.
So is that what we're saying then, lads? Go-to studio food is Dino's, Beano's, and dragon soup.
Yeah, a Dino's pizza and a dragon soup. That's, I mean, it's like I don't tend to eat that much when we're in the studio. Like if I think back to when we're in Glasgow,
Yeah.
I didn't really.
You mean
eat.
you don't want a microwave for a bent on pie?
Or a Frey Bentos.
No, but Frey Bentos is only for when you're in Scotland.
Oh no.
Yeah, Frey Bentos for Scotland.
Okay, do not, under any circumstances, have a microwave Frey Bentos pie. It is not good for you.
Oh no, the pies are fine. It's the pudding.
Yeah, it's like a steamed pudding kind of thing.
It was the pudding.
No.
It was disgusting. It was disgusting. But no, like in office, like I'm thinking when we were there, I mean, we had like Mackey's one day, but the rest of it was just like Tesco meal deals. I don't really like to be super full up when we're in the studio.
No.
Like we had like snacks and crisps and stuff, but it's more like just stuff to keep us going.
Yeah, it's what's cheap and cheerful. And what can you like if you want something to eat, want something warm even? What can you cook with a kettle? What can you cook with a kettle?
Yeah,
like pot noodle and that.
Yeah,
I mean, especially for me when I'm doing vocals, like I don't want to be full when I'm doing vocals. Like I'd rather just have an empty stomach and just go with it.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Like it's a bit of a weird thing to explain, but if you've got a full stomach, like you can't really do vocals as much.
Is it like pressure on your diaphragm and stuff like that?
I don't really have to explain it. Like it's kind of like if I've eaten too much, I feel like I'm too bloated to then actually.
Well, you need energy, don't you?
Like you need the energy.
If you overeat, sometimes if you eat a lot, you feel tired, especially if it's like the end of the day and shit like that. So I guess it might be something to do with that.
It's kind of like you've got to have the energy in, so you've got to eat beforehand, but then there's a window where you can't eat because otherwise you're just going to be weighed down.
Yeah.
It's like it shows like I don't eat like 2 hours before we go on stage or whatever, just because I don't want to have the slosh.
Yeah.
The slosh.
The squid.
I've just thought of another question, and it kind of leads in.
Let's go.
And I know it's been a while, boys, but what's your go-to pre-gig meal or post-gig meal, and which do you prefer, the pre-gig or the post-gig?
But the post-gig, like hands down, because I can eat whatever the fuck I want. I mean, pre-gig, like we've had like pre-gig Nando's once. That was pretty fucking blessed. When we got Nando's,
I remember that.
That was
when I was playing live shows back when I was in a band. Our pre-gig used to be Burger King.
Oh,
it was like the worst thing for you. We'd go to Burger King in town, and then like probably lug our gear to like the Maze or something.
Yeah.
After
I mean that's sort of the part of it, because like I said, because we don't do this as like our full-time jobs. Most of us, like a lot of the time on gig day, you're going for work or you're rushing about doing stuff.
I mean,
it's some kind of thing. Like I don't really eat before shows.
We're lucky if we get to eat before shows. Like,
which again, it works out because you don't get the slosh.
Yeah. But, all right. Then what's your
which is now becoming a thing, by the way.
Yeah.
/ go to post gig meal.
It's can of Guinness because it's a meal in a can.
I mean, following on from what Connor's saying, like
calories.
They're not eating before a show is like what if some people follow like the keto diet, so when the body goes in like ketosis or some other fucking bullshit, whatever it is, where like you're burning just your body's fucking reserves. Like that is a more hardcore experience because you are just using yourself to perform.
Oh yeah.
Like that is that. Like we don't get time to fucking sit about and eat, and our one job of the day is rock up, play. That's it.
Yeah.
Like you get us in our fucking most zoned in form.
Yeah, it's the when you've got only a few minutes to load in and load out, and you're rushing about dropping, like particularly because I have far too much drum gear.
Oh, I know, mate. Like having helped, having basically tech for you for years.
Basically.
Yeah, so it's like, we don't have time to follow some stupid food regimen or go to Subway or like whatever. Like,
So what's the post gig go to?
the
Where
post
do
we
you
go
go?
to. Oh, it depends, man. Like,
Whatever's in when we get home.
yeah, I
Um,
my perfect post gig go to, like when I come in from like a standard show that we've done, is there's like a fucking pasta microwave meal.
mm.
Oh
Because
yeah.
pasta, it's got those carbs. That's it. You got to have the
Oh yeah, I
carbs
can
in
see.
to like
I can see you
restock.
think you've thought about that nutrition. For
Yeah,
when
you
you're
thought
on
way
tour.
too much about this.
Bro, I calorie count. Like,
Yeah.
I always make
No.
sure that I am I always count my calories and I'm under the amount that I need, so I never put on weight. Fitness tips.
Yeah, it's usually isn't it about 1,500?
Mine's 1,200 for my weight and size.
Oh yeah, because you're tiny. So
Yeah, bro, I do not eat that much. It's fucking unreal. But if
I
we're
want to hear
talking,
what. No, go on.
I was like, if I'm talking like whatever's, Buzz kind of said like whatever's in, but perfect is like perfect go to is something carbohydrate based.
Fair enough. I want to
'Cause, like,
hear Dan's because I know Dan's will be a. Well, Dan's will be a good one. Dan, what do you like? What do you like after a gig? Everyone's got to eat after a gig.
Alcohol and chicken.
Alcohol and chicken. No.
That's basically it.
Any particular chicken, like prepared in a certain way?
Surf, Turk, and Cluck.
Surf, turf, and cluck. That's the one.
Nice.
I would.
Yeah.
If we
straight
could play
straight
gigs
to our
again,
Weatherspoons that's open.
Oh, if we could gig again, that'll be the first thing I'm eating before and after the gig. I have missed surf, turf, and cluck.
Speaking of pre-show food, do you remember we played Wellington Brewer?
Wellington.
Wellingborough, yeah.
And we hiked because we got to the venue and they weren't even open.
Yeah.
So we hiked to the one spoons in that fucking place. And we sat down, and by the time we got to the spoons,
guarantee it was not the only spoons. We just got fucking lost. We
Yeah,
weren't like it felt like we hiked the entire fucking
took us
town.
like 40 minutes to get there.
Yeah, we got like 40 minutes.
Something ridiculous like that. Because
but
we were like, bro, we got like 2 hours. We got loads of time. Let's just take a wander towards the Weatherspoons. And it took us so long to get there.
It was like 40 minutes, piss poor rain.
Yeah.
We sit down and we're like, we've only got we can only sit here for like half an hour. We've got to go back for loading. And we shared like one plate of chips between like all four
and some onion rings.
Yeah.
I remember the onion rings.
So yeah, so if you guys want to know what it's like being fucking doing shows in other cities, it's
the glamorous life.
Fucking depressing.
It's just it's basically if the venue's not open, it's basically trusting your gear in like locked vehicles which no one is watching in a dodgy car park, because no venue has a decent car park.
I mean,
every venue, if it has a car park at all, most venues have like really like back alley car parks.
Yeah, then you go somewhere, hope for the best, somehow get some form of sustenance. Or if you really enjoy going abroad or going further afield, you get stared at in service stations.
Yes.
That's always the best, particularly like post show and we're all still in like a makeup.
Yeah.
And we just walk into a place
like knackered
amazing.
and like sweating.
Yeah.
And like everyone's like kind of half wearing stage clothes, but not really.
It's like fucking like eyeshadow all over the shop, and like still runes on the cheek, and we're just like, can I have a Happy Meal, please?
Can I have a chicken nugget Happy Meal, please?
Yeah.
like you've been on a hen night or some shit, you know.
Yeah.
One of you's wearing the bride sash still.
Penis straws, all that.
It's like every time we've come back from Sheffield and we've been in that one fucking McDonald's and we're just there. It's like us, some builders, and for some reason some boy racers, and there's just us discussing like the set and breakdowns, and then like we'll go on some tangent and we're all in fucking full black bits of eyeshadow.
And we will like every time I've been with you guys and we've gone further afield, where we'll always spend like an hour and a half in some random service station because none of us can be asked to leave. Like,
I know
we'll get there.
It's like when we went to go film the Snakes video and we stopped off to get some food.
Yes.
We walk into a service station and there's like families going on holiday and people just doing about. We walk in, we're the only grubs in the fucking service station. I'm in like, I've got my man bag on and I look like a fucking road man, and like everyone's staring.
And we're all there just to get like a coffee.
Yeah, and like it's like this isn't like setting up as if like, because we're alternative people stare at us. Like, I'm not even fucking lying to you. We walk in, everyone's fucking staring at us in this fucking service station. And then not only that, We then proceed to be loud and fuck about.
Yeah. At like 9 a.m.
Yeah, it's like 9, 10 in the morning. There's like families going on holiday to like go to Centre Parks and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's me calling Dan a nonce across the WH Smith's fucking sweet section.
I wanted a Cadbury bar and you told me off for it.
Just me and Bing in the background, just acting like parents and just shaking our heads. And
Well, it's like
Yeah.
it's like when we were on the
And
way
me
to
probably
Glasgow.
filming.
It's
Yeah.
on the way to Glasgow, and it was when we were driving to Glasgow. We stopped in that service station. I got some like fucking sweets, and then while we were in that service station, the Ghost Inside posted videos from their comeback gig. And so we're there in the middle of a fucking rammed out service station, and there's me on my phone just streaming the fucking live footage of fucking Ghost Inside playing Mercy. And I'm there getting hyped in the middle of this rammed service station full of families and stuff. And I'm screaming, life's swinging hard. But I'm so then doing a fucking 2-step in the fucking WH Smiths.
Here's one. What's the weirdest service station anyone's ever been to? Just thinking about. Because me and Bing, because Bing came with me on the way back from Glasgow, gave him a ride back. Because I was like, I want someone with me because it's a 6-hour drive. Like,
yeah,
I know I made it on my own, but like I'd prefer to do it with someone. Me and Bing stopped in this service station in like Yorkshire somewhere that was a farm shop.
No, those fucking ones.
Yeah,
fucking,
it wasn't like a regular service station. I don't think there was anywhere to get fuel.
I know.
I've been in the one in Gloucestershire.
Yeah, and it's the same brand, isn't it?
Right. They are shit.
Like
but
North
also,
Yorkshire, it's like the Lake District somewhere.
Pro tip though, they sell like these bottles of iced tea you cannot go anywhere else, and it's fucking bang.
But I don't think there was anywhere to like actually get fuel. We just luckily I didn't need any.
I think I know exactly where you mean.
It's like near the Lake District somewhere. I'm sure
Tebe.
it is.
Tebe.
Probably like that. Yeah, and
it's got a farm attached to it and stuff.
Yeah, we stopped off. And we're like, who goes to like? It was on. I'm pretty sure it was on like the northern part of the A1, like that kind of area, like a motorway somewhere. Yeah. So we were like, who stops on a motorway and thinks, oh, you know what I need? I need fresh farm crops.
I need some eggs and some cheese.
You know, I need some eggs and some like some
fresh meat. Like
like if it's the place I'm thinking of, we used to stop there, like all the time coming back from holiday from Scotland.
Yeah,
it's on the M6.
Yes, yeah. North, like quite far north.
Yeah,
somewhere on the M6. Yeah. And like we stopped there. I don't think there's any actual like petrol there. Like there's like Tesla chargers. We walked in, and like both me and Bing were like, "Yo, we're just tired. Like we just want like a Monster and like a chocolate bar or some shit, or like maybe like a sandwich." And we're like,
"Not there, mate.
Fuck all of that there." And like we were like,
"Yeah, no." Because like,
should we get a freshly cooked pasty?
The first time I came across those kind of fucking service stations, I was on my way back from Bristol.
Yeah.
After seeing the Wonder Years, and I was hanging out my ass, and I was like, there's a service station here. Like, you know what I'm like when I'm driving? I measure roughly how long we've been going and how long we've got to go, and I pick like a midway point for a stop off.
Exactly.
And I was like, okay, this is the only service station within the next couple of million fucking miles. And it looks like it's in a hill. It looks like the fucking Teletubby house.
Yeah. This one that we stopped at on the M6 is the exact same.
I just want a fucking sandwich, and like, we've got a cafe though with fresh fucking things. I'm like, bro, the food
where's
is
the WH
£100.
Smiths?
Like it's £100 for a sandwich. There's like I can buy a wheel of cheese. I was like, I just need a fucking bottle of orange juice and a meal deal. Like,
you talk about getting stared at walking into places as grabs, like better places.
Yeah, those are it's like me and Bing. Like, obviously, we were driving back on like the Sunday morning, like so it's the Sunday after we'd been on a night out in Glasgow. So none of us were like feeling 100%. And me and Bing pulled up to this place, like.
Don't know what I'm saying. I slept the whole way back. So
exactly, you were fine. I like. Steve will understand because Steve did the driving as well. We're driving back. We pulled up to this place like, I just want like an overpriced WH Smith Monster for like £2. But instead, I think we ended up paying like £7 for like a sausage roll or some shit. We were like, It
Yeah,
was hot.
honestly,
I'll give it to them. They offered to warm it up for me, which I was very grateful for.
which Greg's don't
But
do
it-
for tax
the other side of that-
purposes.
Yeah.
But it was like, where's the WH Smiths? Like, where's the overpriced WH Smiths and like the Mackey's knockoff?
Yeah, like where's like I just want to give you like
Where's
a
Mr.
fiver.
Wimpy?
Yeah, I just want to give you a fiver, and you give me something that counts as a calorie number. Like I'm not here
Yeah.
for fucking anything else.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not here for my wheel of cheese and my weird cookies.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's like you say that, like when you were doing that, Connor was asleep in the back of the van from Glasgow, and there was like me and Dan listening to the Joe Rogan podcast with the bloke who was like talking about Area 51, and then we were googling how wireless charging works, and it was just we were like going through like all these fucking conspiracy theories. It was like honestly, I think it's the only thing that kept me going was me and Dan discussing UFO theory. That was it.
It was a good drive home. It was good.
It was a really good drive. Like honestly,
I apologize for the snoring.
like, we didn't even
be fair,
know you
didn't
were
even
there
hear ya.
by the time.
me and Bing had a nice time as well. To be fair, like he was on fag rolling duty for me,
I mean, in all fairness, like,
which is basically why I chose him to come back with me. And also not Connor, because I knew Connor would have slept. Bing does not sleep.
Ah,
Bing don't sleep.
Bing does not sleep.
he says he's in that band because wolves.
Jesus Christ. Mate, I'm like a borderline narcoleptic.
I know. Like as soon as you put Connor in a seat somewhere that's like
Mate,
he knows he's going to be there for more than like
I mean,
half an hour, it's like
if
he's
I'm
gone.
vaguely comfortable, I can sleep.
And in all
Yeah.
fairness, like Dan is the best co-pilot. Like,
Mm.
because he's just like I was like, yo,
Yeah,
Dan got me
can
some
confirm.
fucking
I have
sweets,
been
fam,
on
it's
many
just
journeys
sweets.
with Dan.
Like
Thank
sweets and me, monster and me is blessed. But yeah,
Yeah.
like speaking of service stations, like the service station we stopped off at halfway from Glasgow to get some food. There was like me going through like Vietnam level PTSD.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Do you not remember? Like
Which
we
one?
sat down.
Again?
We sat down. It was just some random service station. No idea where we were. No fucking idea. But we sat down and got some food. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You know, as you do. You've got
Mhm.
to go.
Yeah,
You've got to
yeah.
go to the
Yeah.
facilities. And I was like, I sit down in the cubicle. There's just like fucking piss water everywhere on the floor, toilet everywhere on the floor.
Oh.
And there's no, there's like children running around in the toilet area, so it's loud as
Yeah.
fuck. And there's no
Yeah.
phone signal. So there's me messaging the band chat of just my current state of mind as I'm going through this situation. I'm like, I don't
Pinned
wanna be
down.
here. Yeah, I was like,
Three
I don't wanna
kids.
be
I
here.
forgot about that. Yeah.
This is horrible. And I got back, sat down, and went, you're about to receive a lot of messages. Now I've got signal. I'm so sorry.
I forgot about that
Yeah.
It's
completely.
like I
Oh my God.
needed to keep messaging you guys what was happening because I needed to focus on
I'm
something.
pinned
It was
down by 3
disgusting.
kids and they're using chemical warfare. Shit, they're flooding me. They're flooding me. I need help.
Honestly, I've been in some weird bathrooms. I've been in some venue bathrooms. I've been in like the Rock City bathrooms on nights out.
Oh.
That sounds like a whole like discussion for an entire podcast.
It was wrong, man. It was just wrong. It was just like they're like I'm pretty sure that fucking service station bathroom broke about 3 articles of the Geneva Convention.
That's where Rona came
A lot
from.
of them fucking do. Like, it's nothing worse than when you've been on the road for a few hours and you're like, I need to take a fucking shit. Like, I need to stop somewhere. So, like, you have to stop at the next service station. Otherwise, you're going to shit yourself while driving.
Yeah, it's just like I just
You
need.
don't want that.
I just need just to take.
And
it
you go
easy.
into. And
Like,
you
have
go
a shit,
into a
have
service
5 grams of
station
food.
and there's like a shit on the floor, like not even near the toilet. And you're like, why?
Yeah, that's
Someone didn't make it.
bring it back to my previous points. Like people stare at us when we walk into service stations, right? We walk into a service station, we're here to get stuff and leave. We're
Yeah.
not going to take a shit at the minute you're fucking floor.
No,
Yeah, there are
yeah.
regular, normal ass fucking people who stare at us in service stations, but they're going to walk in and go, I'm just going to let my kid shit on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, but we're the problem.
Well, they're gonna have like how high can you piss contest.
Yeah, Dan.
What?
Let's not talk about Dan's abnormally powerful piss.
Please don't.
I mean, some of our best adventures have been in service station car parks.
I mean, we do remember most of the services, like Bing trying to cartwheel.
And
Yeah.
That
like
was in Sheffield.
Dan cleaning the front of the van.
Oh yeah, because you murdered about 1 million flies.
Yes, we had to go through the whole thing. It was like, why are there blood splatters on the windscreen?
It was pure, just red as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We're just like, oh
It
yeah,
is grim.
mosquitoes. Yeah, mosquitoes. Like honestly, you don't know like the unsightliness of you driving for 6+ hours and then there's blood splatter on your windscreen. And you're just like, oh.
What?
It'd be less blood splatter if we just hit a cow. Put it that way.
What about
When
that
we had
camel we
the
saw?
when we had the Top Gear start and finish as well, when we like rang each other up on the way back.
Oh yeah, because we were
Seconds.
racing back.
How
to studio,
how far? Like because we both went like a different route in the end. Like I missed a turning, but it's only like a couple of minutes different or something like that.
You somehow ended up near Blackpool.
We ended up near we ended up going through Stoke.
Yeah, you ended up coming down like the other
through...
end of the country, didn't you?
Yeah, because you
we went past like Manchester. We went past like Manchester.
We took the west route.
And so like when we were like when I think me and Bing were in Stoke, so I think it was about an hour away. We were like, oh, how far are you guys away? And like about an hour. We were like, same. Race you guys for it, and then like 20 minutes away, it was just like, oh, how far are you guys away? Like, oh, 20 minutes. Yeah, same. We're 20 minutes away.
Using Snapchat to see where each other was.
Using like snap maps to see where each other was. And like I'm sure it was down to like a minute or so.
It was
close. It was so close.
We pulled
in through the gate. It was the biggest heartbreak I've ever had. Pulling through the gate and the van's already there, and you're like, oh no, it was would have been like a red. It would have been like a red light or something that just like pulled us behind.
Yeah.
Oh.
We should clarify. I think, like Steve was about to say, for legal reasons, we obeyed the speed limit at all times.
Oh yeah,
we were not speeding.
It was a race of
like we're dickheads. We're not going to break the law.
Yeah, it was a race of how short your route was and how well you could get through traffic, rather than how fast your vehicle can go.
Yeah, we weren't just fucking each other. Like we weren't like actively running red lights or speeding. Like it was, we were playing about it because we all realised it was like a Top Gear finish. Yeah, we were
like ringing each other.
Who's gonna get there first? It wasn't a fucking mad lad thing. We're not about that life.
I didn't drift through the gates of where we were dropping the equipment.
Yeah, you fucking did.
Like handbrake turn.
No,
I was there.
You say that, but when we had the van the first time, you only went out the fucking window, pulling into the practice space.
Oh yeah.
That's a podcast we need to do. Is like you guys reviewing all the tour vehicles.
Oh yeah.
No, me and Steve we're going to do a YouTube channel at some point, which is Men in Bands review vans.
I love it.
I mean,
honestly, every time we pick up a van for you guys to do something, me and Steve are always just like, it's fucking van day. Let's go, boys.
You get so excited.
Like we're gonna like see how good it is to drive, like what the features are at it.
The joy of driving a van. It is just
like else. We always go straight for like, oh yo, we're the cup holders in this one because I love the Transporter, but the Transporter has the worst cup holders I've ever seen in my life. Like you have to reach
all the way across the top.
You have to reach like a meter just to reach your.
Yeah, I should not have to lean forward to get my drink while I'm driving. Like I'm sorry.
I know, and we always pick it up early in the morning. There was that one time we picked it up at like 7. Was it like 7 or something? It was
the video shoot. We had to get there. It was the video shoot at 8. And they didn't have the Transporter, so we had to rent out the Mercedes People Carrier.
Steve and I will often have a can of Monster, and so we need a cup holder immediately when we get in the van. And if it's not like right there, then it's a bit of an annoying thing when you drive it and you go to reach for your drink
instead.
No. I mean, there's also the thing with the handbrakes, the fucking handbrakes, right?
Yes,
because obviously we had the VW Transporter and the Mercedes. What was it? The
Vito.
Mercedes
the Mercedes Vito.
Right. Obviously we had, because obviously you guys listened to us bitch about it when we're driving it. The VW had the handbrake where I've got to lean all the way down.
Oh yeah, because it's right. Yeah.
Like
it's right on the floor,
leaning all the way over. But then the Mercedes had the one that was a left foot handbrake, but then a right hand little pullback switch.
Yeah, that was. I was about to say that was the weirdest one.
I think I prefer the VW handbrake as much as it was annoying. At least it
No,
was
because
handbrake.
it was a normal style handbrake. It
Whereas
was just a
when
little
you
bit
come to
low
a
down.
stop, having to then remember, oh yeah, my left foot goes on a brake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like the
especially
automatic
where
like, muscle memory.
the pedal for it was usually where the clutch is, but it was an automatic valve.
It wasn't where the clutch is. It was like super to the left.
It was,
like
but
super duper
it's still your left foot. So you feel it, and your brain immediately thinks, "Oh, that's the clutch."
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it into change gear. No, the band stopped.
Like we could go on about vans forever. Anyway,
Like I said, that needs to be its own podcast.
We really like fucking vans.
It's fun, and they're always so nice to drive. Like, I'll give that to them. Like these modern vans that we hire sometimes, they're just like so beautiful.
Yeah.
I think we should probably call it there.
We should probably call it. I'm so
that's a long podcast.
I'm so wine drunk. Like I'm ready to fucking like set fire to something. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for coming to the 2021 inaugural Wolves Don't Sleep podcast.
We're back.
We're back, bitches, and
we are back.
Due to popular demand on YouTube, we won't fuck off.
Okay.
5 years of Wolves, motherfuckers. 6 years of Wolves, motherfuckers. We don't care.
I'm Joe Biden signing off.
We are the best band, the bigliest band. We will deploy riffs, and Mexico will pay for it.
Eric, where's the weed? John, get the weed out. Eric. What?
On that note,
we've been
Get ready, weed.
Thank you so much for giving a fuck again.
If you guys are still listening to us after all of this, thank you.
Fucking Christ.
I know it's a long one, but season 2 is here. Let's go.
Yeah.
6 seasons in a movie.